with me, boy. Your hands and your fingers. Your ears with get back, watch you turn to a singer. Get to fighting like this Jerry Springer. All of my zip the back that like a popo. Don't do these, they popo. Had a G-Wagon truck turned to Rojo. Find a cable 2 wheels and they going wild down in Soho. One was black and the other was Mexican. Had a like a pollo. Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley. From the got in the gently. Ain't being friends with these. When I was down, I so had sympathy. But that's how I go when you broke. Now I'm like mistletoe. This do my own. Not gonna lost on these new clones. Then she asked for a loan. Had to laugh, then I told her get gone. Gon' get that me on. Ain't no give me not a thing. So I spend 90K on my range. You can see all my pain in my watch. Got my ex down and walking around with my hand on my. Cause I'm popping and I know you not. And I know you see just how I'm living. You're not happy with life, so you rockin' Reeboks on treetops, getting guap. Got a big band, it's like Sasquatch. Every time you see it, with it, no, it's top notch.
I got that chicken to golf. A lot of these really lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No court. I want that court. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. The ops on IG all the time. I dare them go live. Wagyu steak, I died. 8 ounce, 255. I can't get fuck you with too groovy you me. If I ain't had love for me, I would've tried to get Nicki Minaj. J-Rock ain't gonna let you slide. Dory ain't gonna let you slide. You king of the city, I don't wanna be a big fish in a small pond. Trying to get across that water. I need fans in Vietnam. If you gotta hustle, but you can't stick to the grind, you wasting your time. I need a double a verse. I do it before FaceTime before I get to the club. Look at the line. Money ain't changed.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Baltimore Ravens. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Dobbs. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win. So
if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here's Dobbs to throw. Shakes off the sag. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Yeah, I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Dobbs. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. He'll buy some time right. Going into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down, Jackson. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They'll toss it to Breida. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now for the Ravens. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. And now Jackson will look to throw it. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought at the 3-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
And there's our first glimpse of Antonio Brown in this game, and he's a guy that's a threat each and every time the ball heads in his direction. Coming off the 2nd year where he led the league in receiving yards in 2017.
Yeah, 1,533, just turned 30 back in July, and no signs of this man stopping.
Flex round! Flex round!
Now Dobbs. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
On play action, it's Dobbs. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
After the interception, here's Jackson, forced out to his left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On first down, Dobbs to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. They'll pitch it out to Bell. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. But Charles, Le'Veon Bell, 26 going on 27, and the shelf life of these NFL running backs seems to be getting shorter and shorter. How long can he go at this torrid pace?
Usually we say 30 is kind of the line of demarcation for a running back. But Le'Veon Bell played all 16 games in 2017, takes great care of himself off the field. I think he's got a chance to break through that 30-year-old mark, and in a big way.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Flex round! Flex round!
Throwing here, Dobbs goes underneath for Bell. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
He's going to get it running right. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Flex round! Flex round!
Dobbs is throwing. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. And the Steelers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it. This is counter. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. They'll run it with Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Not only was that a nice run, it's got to be a little bit of a confidence booster as they head towards the end of the first half.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Now Jackson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards.
Leopard! Leopard!
Now a toss play. It's Breida looking for a crease. Can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Being chased out left. It fights him off. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Lucky 56.
From the gun, Jackson. That's caught. It's Thomas. And out of bounds all the way down at the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. On the ground with their leading rusher from a season ago, it's Alex Collins. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. On 1st and 10, Dobbs dancing to his left. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. And before this 2nd down play, get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To throw is Dobbs. Eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way. Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Back to throw Dobbs. This is Bell on the dump off. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Dobbs looking to throw on 1st down. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. So, all right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now Jackson on second down. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Leopard! Leopard!
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. On first and 10, it's Jackson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Now Jackson throwing again. That is caught inside the 5. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. Give him 30 yards there. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, his second touchdown of the night. And the Ravens are in for 6. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. Out of the gun, Dobbs. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
And the Steelers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third and 11. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and throw for it here. James has it. Shoves past another. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Dobbs now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. Flushed out right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Dobbs now on second down. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Jackson to throw again. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Jonathan Bostic in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot!
Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to look deep for Jewel. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. They chalked that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Forced out to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
On second down, here's Jackson. Caught on the slant. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
He can run for it, and he will. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
On second down, Dobbs. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was...
And that's caught inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Here's Dobbs to throw, and he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Terrell Suggs in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Dobbs. Steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, Jackson. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got Snead. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And a big 32-yard play on third. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He uncorks it for Snead. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Throwing now is Jackson. Powerful running. Escaping the pressure right. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And the Steelers signal for another timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Jackson to throw. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now Jackson. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. The tight end Julius Thomas, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it. And I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been. But it feels that